I live here my whole life. You've been here for 7 years.
Yes.
And do you want to live here?
I do not want to live here.
Okay, let's
But I'm still here.
let's find a place and like talk about what is so good and what is so bad about Vancouver.
Sounds good.
And try not to get run over by Ubers. We have a SkyTrain here. It's pretty efficient. Okay.
And that's
Do
the
you-
houses I can never afford.
Do you know? Yeah. So I'm talking about housing. Yeah. So each one of these bedrooms, one bedroom, you're looking at $999, $1 million
Yeah.
for one bed. Two bed, maybe like 1 point something.
Almost 2. I actually don't know.
And you're currently living. Do you have a place?
I currently live with 3 roommates.
How many roommates?
I currently live with 3 roommates.
And how much do you have to pay for rent?
I pay $13.50 for one
Wait.
bedroom.
Three. And you have to live with 3
roommates.
people.
That's correct. But my location's really convenient. I'm actually like a 5-minute walk from the SkyTrain.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I pay for that price.
Where are you leading me?
It's actually
Where are you leading? Where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, go. Where are we going? Update, we didn't end up going to the library. That was
we did.
The secret
but-
spot.
Yeah. Hi.
I still don't know you.
I'm Sammie. I'm a content creator, and I graduated from SFU. I came here 7 years ago. I'm from Taiwan originally, and
What do you do?
yeah. Oh, I am a freelance video editor, and I film occasionally. So.
And first, we're in Burnaby, technically Vancouver, Greater Vancouver. What brings you to Vancouver?
Oh, so growing up in Taiwan, I always have this like American dream, but it's actually like, my parents are like, oh, America, it's not really safe. Maybe you should go to Canada. And I look into the tuition and stuff. It's actually cheaper in Canada. So I was like, okay, I guess Vancouver, it is.
Why Vancouver?
It's just, I don't like the cold. So I heard Vancouver is supposed to be the warmest city in Canada. So I was like, sure.
That was it. And did you live your Canadian dream being out here in Vancouver, Burnaby? 7, 8 years.
Actually, yes and no. So I feel like Vancouver, it's not the America that I think I was.
Yes, Canada is not America.
Yeah, no, obviously, but like I think coming in, I had a different expectations that I thought it was gonna be like High School Musical. After that, they like, the college life, like UCLA, the grass, like the football team and everything, like very American. Everything is like more Americanized, but this is like Canada, and SFU didn't really have like kind of like a sense of community on
If you
on
wanted
campus.
I think the closest thing we have here is like UBC.
Well,
What do you do for money?
Yeah, so when I was in school, I had the opportunity to like work with different creators, and I just started doing like freelance video editing, and I also did a little bit of like filming, videography as well. So, and after I graduated, I just continued to pursue this like freelance digital nomad lifestyle.
And can you share with the audience how much you were making?
Yeah, sure. So for freelance, it really depends on your rate and depends on like how you negotiate. So I used to work with, when I first started out, I used to charge by hour. And then later on, like my current employers, we work by projects. So I think this worked better that now I'm a faster editor. So it doesn't really make sense if I edit really fast and the same quality as a junior editor.
You lose money.
Yeah, I lose money.
Sure. Are you on a working visa?
Yes, I am
Yes.
on a work visa. So for Canada, after you graduate, for international students, after you graduate university, if you complete your studies in Canada, you automatically get 3 years. So during these 3 years, you can find job for, it's open work permit. So that means you can work for any employer. There's no limitations. Yeah, so I did corporate for a year actually, but I really hated it because I just feel like my free-spirited personality, I just don't like 9 to 5, especially coming from a freelance background, really flexible. It's just hard for me to be in the office.
But was your original plan to like get your permanent residency and like be Canadian?
You know, funny enough, I think I was gonna like get my PR, hopefully get my citizenship, but if not, I would just get my PR and I'm gonna start traveling.
Yeah.
That was my original plan. But now that it doesn't seem like I can get my PR and I look into like Taiwanese passport, it's not that bad. I can still travel to a lot of countries without visa. So yeah, I'd probably just do that.
So being 7 years in Vancouver,
hmm
downtown Burnaby, what do you like about living here?
I like the food. Number one, it's like the food is so good. I actually recently went to like Korea and Japan, and I'm like, it's the food is really good. But I'm saying I feel like Vancouver has the same quality as
You have the
some
choice.
of the food I've had there.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite impressive, you know. Yeah, and what else? It's
What
like
else?
really multicultural that you can get a lot of different cultures, mainly Asian cultures. I'm sure you know about that. It's like there's so many Asian influence in Vancouver.
What else?
Yeah. Skiing. I think that's one thing before I came to Canada, I was like, oh, I definitely want to do that.
So like from abroad, you're like, oh, Vancouver, you think like, pretty Western culture,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
But now that you lived here, what are the things you're like, I don't like this at all?
First of all, like I didn't expect the weather to be this rainy. So Vancouver, if you live here, people call this city also Raincouver because it's rained so much. I didn't really expect that would have such an impact on me. Like you just don't want to go out.
And it's not like an Asian like tropical rain where it rains for like 10 minutes hard and it stops. It like rains from like the morning till night.
Yeah,
And you
and
can't
for
step
the
out.
entire week.
Yeah.
It's not as easy to make friends because I talked to a lot of people about this. In a lot of my international community, we all agree that Vancouver people tend to just stick to their own circle because it's not as big as like New York or LA that people come in. A lot of people coming in. It's more like a lot of people born and raised here.
Yeah.
Or they move here at young age, stuff like that. So they just stick to their own community and they never expand, or they're not as welcoming. They're like, why would I want to like make friends with you or invite you to my friend group because I have already my friends. So most of my friends are actually international people. It's harder to meet local people that welcome you to their community. I just feel like really hard to make friends.
Especially as you're the extrovert, you need people, right?
I like
you need to
hanging
be
out
around
with
people. So like 7-8 years here, have you found that like community?
I do, but once again, they're not from Vancouver. Like most of my closer friends, they are not from Vancouver. They're international people. Do you have that problem? But as a Vancouverite, what do you think?
No, I've had that because it's like I kind of initially had that like you go to elementary school and you go to high school with them, and then after you kind of outgrow your high school friends, and then I didn't really want to. It's tough. It's tough where it's like you kind of stick with your core group of friends because it's like it's familiar.
Yeah.
But I kind of like outgrew that, and Vancouver's very cliquey. It's very cliquey.
Yeah.
Where it's like the who are you type of vibe, you know?
Yeah. Why should I talk to you?
It's like you have to benefit me in some way. But at the same time, I've like thought about this, and it's like that's everywhere in the world. It's just Vancouver is just extra cliquey. How old are you?
I'm 26, but I don't think it's everyone. It's busy. It's also because like the weather is not good and people just don't want to go out.
That
yeah,
too.
They're like, I want to stay home and chill.
If there's one thing about Vancouver, and someone has no idea about it, what would you tell them about Vancouver? One good and one bad.
This first thing, I can also ask you this question, but the first thing in my mind, it's pretty neutral, is I didn't really expect how many Asians there are.
There's a lot of Asian people, bro.
In Vancouver. Yeah.
Sometimes I forget. So this is a weird thing. Like during high school, I thought Asians were the majority.
No, still at university.
Because I went to like there's only like 1 or 2 white kids in my class. And then it wasn't until I went to like SFU, I'm like, wait, what? Asians are a minority here?
No, SFU. I went to SFU.
Yeah, me too.
But maybe like.
Burnaby. I went to Surrey.
Oh, okay,
You know?
okay.
But,
Yeah, Burnaby
okay.
one.
There's a lot of Asians. How about bad? What's a bad thing? You ain't getting any out here because you. Dating is tough. Don't even get me started about dating.
Yeah, dating is tough in Vancouver because the dating pool is smaller. Oh, well, I don't like Vancouver guys. That's a very general statement, but
Yeah, that's very
most
broad.
of the Vancouver Asians I've met, there are more introverted. They don't wanna go out.
What's your worst dating experience here?
Here, it's not worst dating experience, but I feel like
It's mid.
everyone's kind of similar, like
Yeah.
the generic Asian type. No, you go out and do things. You have passion, but like what I can stand is you only like video games. You only games, and you stay home, and that's it.
Is that more on you picking the certain type of guy than more so Vancouver?
That's also true, but that's my bias. Like personally,
You like those nerdy dudes?
I don't. I like the look, but I like the extroverted, fun, exciting personality.
Gotcha. What do I really like about living in Vancouver?
What do you tell people?
I take for granted because I live in Vietnam, like just like a morning walk, and you can just walk and there's like trees, there's no pollution, I can breathe. Public transportation, like you can get everywhere by bus and SkyTrain or metro.
Yeah.
The different cuisines, you can literally get every type of food. We have the best sushi out here because we're on the West Coast.
That's true.
Oh my god. And just the diversity, like you can find your own little community. There's like little Italy, there's little Vietnam, there's like Koreatown, like Burquitlam. There's like, you want to focus more on Indians, there's Surrey, there's Richmond, there's like also little
Chinese.
I'm not gonna say it can all get canceled, but like, there's like Richmond. You're like, wait, am I in Canada or am I somewhere else? Bad things, weather, because people often see like the poster trailer for Vancouver, and it's like downtown waterfront, beautiful, sunny. But that's only like 2-3 months out of the year, and most of the time it's really dark, gloomy.
Like this.
We haven't really touched on the point about money. Like, so if you want to spend like a future and have a kids, $1 million each one of these little tiny little cubicles, shoeboxes is like $1 million.
Yeah.
My friends pay like $3,500 for like a 2-bedroom condo. Not even in Vancouver, like that core, like outside suburbs for condos.
That's why I have 3 roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty depressing when you think about that. So pricing. So it's always a joke. BC means bring cash. Yeah, the running joke is to get a partner to make the city more affordable. Oh, and everyone likes to complain in Vancouver.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about how the weather is. We talk about how expensive it is. Yeah. But it's true.
But that's also like, okay, one thing I don't understand about that is like a lot of local, like Vancouver, right, born and raised here, they complained about the city, but they don't leave.
Hey, I finally left after 30 years.
No, that's so impressive than a lot of people,
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you're complaining that much, you should do something about it.
I did. After all those comments, I did.
Yeah. No, props to you.
Now I'm complaining in Vietnam.
No, you love Vietnam though.
A lot more. But, it's pros and cons. I'm still trying to figure it out. I've been there 8 months. But thank you for sharing your little journey about being in Vancouver.
We didn't really
would you ever come back?
Oh, sorry.
Wait, yes, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, we didn't really talk about dating in Vancouver.
We did. We went on your nerdy tangents.
I guess so.
You went on apps.
No, okay.
Some people, I guess they don't have the privilege of like, maybe because from Vietnam or just other places in Southeast Asia, they always think like Western foreign land, it's like, the American Canadian dream.
Yeah.
But the grass is greener where you water it. And it's like, because like you and I, we have the privilege of seeing both. And the grass isn't always greener.
But that's also why I like traveling and I like seeing different things. And I encourage, if you do have the privilege and have the financial ability to travel, then take a look. Yeah. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
My hand's frozen.
Me too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.